Alright, welcome everyone to the final video of the campaign playthrough. Today we have to beat King Dan on hard, where all his fighters deal plus 25% damage. This will be pretty easy probably, but let's see. And we will be playing with the final legion. Every legion has been featured so far, apart from Atlantean, because it is, in my mind, probably the hardest to play for a beginner. Because many units are very unique and require a very unique playstyle. I will be showing you an egg build, which means we will use the egg as our opener. And we want to, so what you want to do is stay 2 workers, place a growl, sell it on 2, get the egg sac, and then try to have it survive wave 2 and wave 3. So you get a fully stacked Hydra, which is very, very strong. Yeah, so you can do it. You have, with Atlantean, you have a free egg, or more or less free egg. You can hold against any 60 send on 3 and against the Dragon Turtle on 2 by just adding like 2 polywalks here on 2. But I'm not going to do it just because I don't have to, because I got a snail on 1. So let's see if he's sending me again. Very nice. So in that case, I am convinced that because he built, the wave will be quick, and he sent me again, so he can't send me 40 on wave 3, so I will just be pushing. There is a safe positioning that you can do to hold an exec. I'm pretty sure Bonnie has a guide somewhere, or there's a guide on some forum, or there are the screenshots available in Discord. So what you want to do if you want to hold, I'll quickly show it. You have your 2 polywalks here from wave 2. And the important part is that you build a Seraphim as a split unit. I'm pretty sure we're right here, and then you upgrade it to a Seraphim. I'm pretty sure this also works with 2 empty squares, because that will split the wave, and then the Seraphim will tank some, and then the exec will survive. Thank you for the snail, so I can just push even harder. Okay, I'll zoom in a bit more so the graphics, the beautiful graphics of the game show properly. It is very close to a snail, by the way. It always gives people heart attacks, but I'm pretty sure that the one snail just barely doesn't kill the exec. He still has his gargoyle, so I'm going to send for some income here. It also gives me, yeah, 8 HP, exactly. It's still like it used to be. But now we have a Hydra, 7 workers, so we're very strong in game. I mean, this should be the easiest win of my life, basically. Because it's just so strong to have a fully stacked egg with full workers. This is perfect. As you can see, 7 workers for wave 4 and 420 value. This is just insane. Okay, he's adding rangers, that's fine. Let him do it. The usual problem with Hydra is that you're very weak on wave 7 and 8, obviously, because you have a big natural unit that is a very good tank, but it really doesn't do anything else well. So you end up, when you're playing Hydra, you need to have a solution for wave 7 and for wave 8. And with the Atlantean kit, the only unit that sort of fits the bill is the Sea Serpent. When you're playing Mastermind, it's very common to just, for example, pick a Bunk or a Millennium and then shift. Then just build a Growl for 6 and then sell it again. So With the recent introduction of the imp to the game, I mean, when you're watching this video, this introduction might not be very recent anymore, but the imp deals a lot of magic damage, which makes Hydra builds now vulnerable on wave 5. It's a good addition, but you need to keep that in mind when you're playing Hydra, so you need to be a bit careful. He's sending me here 2 dragon turtles. Okay, thank you very much. 3 extra workers. Very easy hold. He's adding a consort. Okay, I'm going to send him on 7. For 2 reasons. First of all, he's weak there. Second of all, if I send him on 6, it will give him more workers and a long wave before my 2 weakest waves come. So I might as well save for 1 more wave, keep him under pressure, maybe even make him income send, and then make my life a lot easier for wave 7. Obviously, when you're playing with a teammate in ranked, you need to do these things for your teammate sometimes. So if your teammate is weak on 7 and 8, try not to send on 6, unless you know that your teammate will full hold anyways, or you will get a huge leak out of your opponent. So yeah, as you can see, I'm shifting 60 gold because I don't want to push 10 workers. It's a bit too greedy maybe. And the Hydra is so strong on 6, and the Serpent as well. There's no way I'm leaking here. So he built more Green Devils, so he's even weaker on next wave now. So I think I'll be able to leak him. If I get enough time, I will send Mimic, I think. Pack Leader is also very strong, so I'm contemplating between those 2. If not, it will just probably be a triple Brute Send. Okay. Thank you. So I'm sending the Pack Leader because of the pierce damage he has, and the Pack Leader is good against that. So now I'm building a bit of a split. Hang on a second, you might say. Against Captain Jack, you said you never want to split with coilers. That is true, but first of all, I know what I'm doing. Second of all, I will be kiting the split using the polywogs, like this. And then the split units are so far back that they can't aggro the coiler. I could have split even more, but I just didn't want to do it. As you can see, those 2 creeps are just taking, the longest route ever. It would have been better to split a bit more. But yeah, the coiler is pretty good here. I might still leak because I pushed very hard to attack Mr. King Dan. But it's probably worth it, especially if he leaks this Pack Leader. Unfortunate. Well, but we're holding, which is very good. And he's leaking. And as you can see, we saved from 4 to 7 and we sent him 180. And he saved from 5 to 7 and sent 100. So we already have a worker lead. Typically with Hydras, you only have the worker lead like past wave 9. And we already have it, which is just insanely good for us. So yeah, I'll just extend the split a bit. Coiler is insanely strong on 8 too. Even if I leak small, it's fine because King Dan is a bit weak on 9, so I can just ruin him. If he sends me here, I can send him 200 or 240, and that will ruin him. Yeah, 80, thank you very much. Once again, the split it's not splitting a lot. You can usually, I would advise to do same height split if you really want to push the limits of it. But I just didn't want to risk any split action killing my coiler too early. As you can see, it's already getting attacked now, but that should be fine. I mean, a Pro League would be lovely here. Oh, this is just perfect. Oh my god. Look at this. 2 creeps. Oh my god. I mean, perfect would be 1 creep, of course, but holy moly, this is close to perfection. Gives me the ogre in income. Woohoo! Poor Mr. King Dan. Yeah, and okay, I pushed very high now. This is once again a bit risky, but as you know, if you've watched a couple of these videos, I like to play it risky. And Hydra is super strong on 9. Hydra is so strong. And Deep Coiler is also very good on 9 if it is protected properly. So yeah, let's just send a Dragon Turtle with it. And yeah, he's even saving, so let's just see how the Ogre crashes into his setup. It's just such a strong send on wave 9, I mean. Okay, it's getting focused, which is a bit unfortunate for me. If it survived longer, it would have been even better, but I think he's still leaking a lot. Is he? Wow, he's actually doing pretty well. He's doing better than I expected. Oh, this is totally fine for him. Wow. Maybe he's better than I thought. But on the other hand, I mean, he has a lot of value. So I kind of don't want to send on 11 because of loan. But then again, I might be able to force him into loan. I'll save 1 wave. I'm pretty strong on next. I'm not that worried about 10. Okay, so I'm quite a bit undervalued here. I'll just do a few king upgrades. He's overvalued anyways, so it's not the end of the world to do a few king ups. And by a few, I mean just max the king because we have 50 workers on wave 10. $220, okay, this will leak. I mean, oh, will it? Well, insta snipe on the hermit, which is a bad send anyways. The only good thing it did was delay the 1 deep coiler. Kill it, kill it! Thank you. Wow, full holding. I'm such a good player sometimes. Okay, so now I'll start using Priestess, which is one of my favorite units. The problem is that my build is not ideal for her in any way. And especially on 11, the problem is that she just gets sniped so easily. So I'll not leak here, but the Priestess will die immediately. And the thing with Priestess is that she has a heal, okay? Her ability, I mean, she gets more attack speed and she heals, most importantly, with her ability, and the Azaria does the same. Hero and the Mocker. So you need to have her tank a bit to be most efficient. And having a ranged unit tank a bit of the wave, but not everything, so that it basically survives the entire time and makes use of the heal is very, very hard. Which is why it's one of the most noob-unfriendly units I have ever seen in the game. So yeah, and I put Sorcerer on it because A, she heals more, and B, she deals a lot more damage, because the 2 extra attacks launched get 52.5% extra damage. I'm just not entirely sure if she will tank in this position, but she deals a crap ton of damage, even when she doesn't tank, so. Still a good unit. And if I get a send here, I will just go 14 and try to kill Mr. King Dan. If I don't, then I am considering... Yeah, she doesn't attack. Then I'm considering sending on 13. I'm pretty strong 13. I'll just risk 14. That's fine. Yeah, I'll just risk 14. And by risking, I mean I'm pretty good in the game, pretty high value, pretty high income, so it should be fine. So yeah, why am I spamming polys like this? Because there will be 3 drill golems going left and 3 going right. And if I have a long split like this, the 3 drill golems on the right will just walk around and spend all their time in the split and not doing anything to damage my units. So 4 eyes. Yeah, that's okay. My King Claw decided to walk into the split, so I don't know why, but why not? This actually causes the 4 eyes to attack my coilers, perfect, but my coilers are fighting back, so it's fine. Okay, so he is very much on the spam kind of side and ranged kind of side, so I'll send the siege run. Siege run pack leader sounds like a good send here. Yeah, I'm getting a pack leader, perfect. The Ocean Templar is also a super strong unit of Atlantean, because now my Hydra, which is a natural tank, so it's weak against the next wave, but it has the resonance, so it gets 20% bonus damage reduction from ranged, from magic damage, sorry. So it's actually a great tank on every wave now, which is insane. Come on! Oof, that was close. So let's see how he's doing. If he's surviving, which is possible... Why is he sniping? Come on, man, that's not fair. Can you not kill my pack leader instantly? Anyways, if he's surviving, which is possible, then I can just try to leak him on 16 or 17. He's just behind at this point. 50% leak, I'm ahead in workers, in value, in income, and everything. So this game is basically over. I mean, he's going to try, but there's not really much he can do to win this. Unless I start feeding shutdown, like there's no tomorrow. Ah, the money. So yeah, this is a ranged wave again, which makes Coilus of course weaker. Azaria is super strong here, but you need to be a bit careful, because if there's too much going on her, she dies. So we put a poly here, so that ideally she doesn't tank everything of the wave. This usually works fine, but you need to be a bit careful in these cases, and you know, I'd rather have her not tank at all than have her die instantly. And I'm strong enough here that I can risk not building ideally. Okay, I'm fine. He didn't send. In that case, I will just send next wave, and I'll send a witch because he's just spamming like there's no tomorrow. But of course he's doing pretty well because his units deal 25% more damage. But yeah, this is pretty solid now. But even with this polywalk and no send, my sorcerer's area died. So this is of course not the perfect placement then. So yeah, be careful, be mindful of that mechanic when ranged waves are coming and you try to have a Zarya tank. So yeah, I'm 380 under. Once again, it might be a small leak if he decides to full send here. But if he decides to full send, I think he's just gonna die quicker than me next wave. So I'm just not doing king ups. And I don't think I'm dying here. 16 is typically pretty weak against the king. Especially if you have AoE upgrades, which I don't. So it's worth considering doing some AoE upgrades. Okay, the 4 eyes is a pretty good send because it goes for the coilers, because of the way I have built my split. But it's the only thing attacking the coilers, so I'm doing pretty well here. How is he doing? He's doing pretty alright, I would say, so maybe he lives. But I'm just full holding because this area is strong and I had a good build, a lot of value. Yeah. Nice. Do I resend and try to win on next, or do I go 18 and try to win there? I'll just resend. If he lives, that is, I mean. But yeah, he should. Oh, 45 gold from a witch. Whew. Nom nom. But yeah, this is basically a tutorial on how to build your leads as well. As you can see, the difference between us and power score keeps growing and growing and growing. But of course it's hard. I mean, what I'm doing all the time is I'm assessing the situation on which waves am I weak, when is he weak, how much can he send on which wave, how much do I need to build to actually full hold even if he sends and stuff. So this is, it looks very easy, but it is very hard. As you can see, I'm constantly undervalued and I'm still holding, which is of course how I'm pushing the advantage the entire time. And that just requires a lot of experience until you figure out how much value you actually need on every wave with whatever build. So let's see. Does Mr. King Dan hold? Does he prevail? Or is Julian too strong? Well, he won't hold, but he might survive. He might survive. He will survive. So I'll just resend because he's kind of far behind and I want the income so I can hold. The ideal send on 18 is a shaman, of course. Well, I say of course, but it is. Ooh, lovely reroll. Ah, perfect. Great, man, great. Give me the aquas. I don't want more eggs. Okay, so the Halo is such a strong unit on this wave. It's unbelievable. And the upgrade, the Arc of Justice. It's lovely. It's perfect for the situation. So I'm building it. Yeah, I should be fine here. Okay, he's not sending, so he's probably going to leak. It's very risky of him to not send here when he's constantly leaking to my sends. But it's also kind of the only way he can come back. So if he holds this, somehow, I don't know how he would, then he has a chance to win on 19, but he just can't. I mean, he's just too far behind. So this will be it. So it's very important when you win against King Dan, not the real King Dans, but King Dan, to flame him a bit. Tell him that it was easy. And yeah. So this is how you beat him on hard. It took some time. But yeah, nothing serious. And I really think that Atlantean is almost the best pick against him, because he does his snail and king ups on one very often, so you get a very easy holding egg and can just push very early on. And then as you can see, I constantly have the worker lead again. And at some point this means I just take the income lead as well. Yeah. And slowly start wearing him down. You know, at wave 15, as you can see, I have 70 more income and a very strong build. So it starts leaking. And then we win on 18. And that finishes the playthrough. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope it was helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me or join the Legion TD2 Discord. There are a lot of good players that are very willing to help you with your questions and problems. And I will see you in the next video, which I have no idea when it will come out or what I will be doing, but there will be something at some point. Cheers!